So the third most common injury we come across in the surface is low back pain. Again, this comes about from having a really stiff middle upper back and as well as a really weak inner core. We're going to show you 3 of the really basic exercises you need to do today to start working on improving mobility and stability through that lower back to prevent you from having injuries down the track. So Kate's going to demonstrate the first exercise on the foam roller today. This is more for demonstrative purposes. So to start off with, if I try to get my hand underneath Kate's back between the foam roller, she's got enough of a gap there that I can get my hand underneath. To start off with, she's going to tilt her hips so that her back flattens to the foam roller, so I can't get my hand underneath anymore. And then she's going to tilt away, again, so that there is that gap underneath her spine. She's going to do this forward and back for about 20 in a row. Again, Kate has done this a lot, so her control with this movement is really good. A lot of people, when they start out, try to do all the movement from their chest, so they lean up and down through the chest, which is incorrect. You need to make sure that's nice and relaxed, the legs are relaxed, and all the movement is coming from this small area here. Perfect. The second move you want to do, Kate's going to hop off the foam roller, is again to work on that upper back area again. So like we mentioned before, if Kate's really stiff through this area, the lower back ends up taking more of the load. So we're going to show you another move to open up through here called book openings. Kate's going to have a lie down on her side with both her hips stacked and her hands in front of her. She's going to then reach forward as far as she can with that top hand, and then her eyes are going to follow her hand as she reaches all the way up and around to try and get her hand flat on the floor. Again, depending on how mobile you are, you might only be able to get your hand about here. If you're really flexible, you'll be able to get your hand all the way on the floor. She's going to come all the way back around. You want to do about 3 to 5 per side before you switch around. Good. The third and final move is something called child's pose. So because the lower back tends to get overloaded, the muscles on top of that area spasm up to try and protect it, which means that, just turn side on, these 2 muscles either side here can get really tight and spasmy, and that's where you can feel a lot of your back pain. So with child's pose, Kate's going to get onto her knees, pop her bottom on her heels, and try and reach her hands as far forward as possible. She can either have her knees together, or you can have your knees apart if it feels more comfortable. With this movement, you can bias which side of the back you stretch by moving your hands either to the left, just stretch out that side, or to the right. You want to hold this move for about 20 to 30 seconds in each area, stretching out every part of the back. If this is too hard for you to get down this low, you can pop a pillow or a foam roller under your bottom between your heels to raise your hips up a bit higher. So guys, those are 3 of the most basic back exercises you can do to start getting your back more mobile and stable before you start doing more of the core strengthening. They might seem really basic and simple, but they're the most important ones you'll be taught. Good luck!